We're about 20 employees. We diagnose cancer for urologists all around the country. Tissue comes in, we process it, our physicians on staff diagnose it. Things are going quite well. Out of the blue, the phone rings. It's a gentleman from a company in Pennsylvania called Tyversa. We had no idea who that was. His name was Robert Bobick. He said he was the CEO, and that he had found one of our files on a peer-to-peer network. We wanted to know how he got it. And I didn't trust this at all, so I wanted to make sure that he only communicated with us in writing so we could have some sort of a paper trail. He emailed the file, and it was a billing file from our billing department, 9,000 patients in there with their patient name, date of birth, social security number, insurance information, everything we needed to know to file insurance. We ran up the billing department and we found the workstation because it was a report that was clearly off the manager's workstation, and we found software there, LimeWire. That was terrifying. She used it to listen to music. The employee had no idea she was making any type of patient information vulnerable. She was violating policy by listening to music. And in that folder were 800 and some odd music files in this report. And about 37, 38 patient files, but they were all redacted out, except for this one with 9,000 and one other with one patient. We were just amazed how this could happen, and it was something seemed amiss. So we started asking questions. The first logical question is, where'd you get it? And then how'd you get it? And then what's the IP address? And as soon as we got to the IP address, there was a little bit of a shakiness in the response. And they said, well, we're going to have to hire them via a services agreement. And he would have to get us a bid and see if it's possible. This is a red flag. We called our lawyers and immediately wanted to make sure the patients were fine. The first thing was, let's close down any vulnerabilities that are there, if they're there, and look to see if we can find the file anywhere and see if it's spread anywhere. We are aghast at what's going on. We want to know who has got this. It's not outside in cyberspace. We don't find it anywhere. We turn our attention back to Mr. Bobick. In his email communications, he's seductively trying to act like the nice guy and warning us that the spread could continue the longer we waited to hire them to look for it. In the meantime, we see no evidence that it's out there. We don't know who he is, and he won't tell us anything unless we pay him. So we told him to go away and only call our lawyers, which he did in late 2008. His lawyer contacted our lawyers and said, we're going to turn this over to the Federal Trade Commission. We found that interesting and said, fine, go ahead, turn over the government. A year and a half later, we got a call from the FTC. It was just this creepy feeling like we were being watched. Be sure to subscribe to my social media outlets at LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Also follow my blog at thedevilinsidethebeltway.com.